Hello YouTube, this is Thierry from Thierry Outdoors. This is my first movie ever that I'm going to upload to YouTube. My channel is going to be obviously called Thierry Outdoors, and the first video that I'm going to do, the video review, is going to be about a piece of equipment that everybody needs when they go trekking or camping, wild camping. In any survival situation, you're going to need something like this, and basically it's the piece of equipment that's going to allow you to actually carry the rest of your items. And basically the piece of equipment that I've chosen is actually the French Army F2 Molle backpack, Rucksack, or F3 as some call it, which is the actual piece of equipment that the French Army uses with the frontline infantry units. Now to the backpack. Okay, this is the monster, 120 liters worth of, containing, it can contain up to 120 liters of volume, with two additional pockets each of 20 pounds, so as a total we're talking about 140 liters. As you can see, it's camouflaged Central European French Army camouflage, which is pretty decent in terms of looks of it, as well as efficiency, because it's able to actually cover most of Central European, even including obviously the United Kingdom. The major advantage of this backpack is basically the quality that it's been made of. The cloth they've used is Cordura 1100, and it's been rated at 1200 when it's brand new, but it's really a fantastic quality backpack, because you can literally take it anywhere, it will not break down on you. The three major items that you can see are basically the cover itself, which has got a few pockets which we'll talk about. The front, this is something new, the front loading panel, the top loading, which is in between these two here, and then you've got the lower part, which is 100% waterproof, where you will put your sleeping bag mainly. This bit is, as I said, 100% waterproof. You can literally put it in water for hours, and it would not in any way, shape or form get a single drop of water inside of your bag, of your sleeping bag. Now the quality of it is really fantastic in terms of, I don't know if you can see those stitching that have been done obviously automatically. It's not being done by by somebody operating a machine. It's mainly, I think it's computerized, because the precision of the stitching on there is absolutely incredible. The quality of the material is, if you look at this here, you can see that, I don't know if you can see the shine, if the camera will show you this. The Cordura is on the outside, and it's coated with a water resistant membrane on the inside, which covers all of the inside of the backpack. And we'll see a bit later on about other things that this backpack offers, but I think this is basically, this is not in any way, shape or form your assault backpack or rucksack, or whichever you want to call it. This is basically when you are walking long distances. It's mainly an infantry backpack. When you're walking long distances to go to combat, obviously this is how it's used in the French Army, but for us it will take out all your gear, because I think that 140 liters as per volume is absolutely gigantic, and it will allow you to put in absolutely each and every item that you really need in a survival situation or backpacking situation, camping situation, wild camping. It will cover all the aspects. We're going to go now and we're going to look at the backpack, section by section, and then I will remove these two additional pouches that actually will fit on something that's called the assault vest, which I will show you in a later review, to see what's actually behind it, and you'll see that this backpack is absolutely fantastic in terms of the way it's organized. Okay, we're going to start with the top section of this backpack, and you will notice immediately that it's got Molle compatible webbing on the top, so that you can actually put on pouches that are Molle compatible. You've got also these straps, and please bear in mind, one thing that I've noticed with this backpack, each and every one of the straps has got this small Velcro strap itself here, so in order to avoid having these, straps dangling around, creating danger of getting caught in branches or any rock or something that might make you lose your step and fall or hurt yourself in any way, shape or form. They are very, very well equipped that way. So this is the top of the cover, and the buckles are all very high quality kind of plastic or whichever other material that they've used. I'm going to look at the pouches that are available in there. One of the things that I've noticed that I like really, really a lot about this backpack is the fact, notwithstanding the fact that I'm French, but when you look at the back of the backpack, you've got a pouch here which actually contains something that you will appreciate, I'm sure. It is 100% waterproof. Oh, sorry about this. It's a bit of talcum powder that I put on there to avoid it being too sticky. Actually, this is a cover that will cover 100% the whole of the backpack. Cover it that way, and then basically, it's got attachments so that it doesn't, get loose. All you do is literally just put it in a bowl like this, stick it in there, and you could also use this as well to put a bit of items in that space that you have that's available to you. All the zips, I don't know which makes they are, they've got that type of, I don't know if you can see it. Can you zoom in, please, my dear assistant? Can you zoom in on the strap here? Can you see that graphic that's there? Looks a bit like a tulip. I don't know what make it is, but it seems that it's very, very, very high quality. They all are like that, and they're all underneath a flap that will allow it to actually, be covered and avoid the water coming in. One thing that I've noticed is that you've got this hydration pipe or tube opening that's there, but also, can you see this here, there and there, so that either one of the two pouches or the backpack itself can carry the hydration bladder, and it will be inside the backpack or on the pouches in case you want to use your hydration bladder on your assault vest. As I said, I will do a review on that later on. Okay, we've just seen the flap or the cover. This is the inside of the backpack, and as you can see, you've got a very sturdy cord system that allows you to open something that's done off. Again, this bit is 100% waterproof again. It's very heavily coated, very, very resistant to tears. I've put a few items in there that I will do some reviews on later on because I needed to be able to show you the backpack as clearly as possible. As you can see, if you look at the size of the thing from the lower part, can you see the lower part of the backpack? Okay, from the lower part up to this size, I don't know if you imagine, but that's 120 liters, and it's absolutely humongous. Now, are we on this bit here? Thank you.
No.
Okay, so this bit is actually where you can load the top of the backpack from, and we'll see a bit of the inside later on. But I'm going to continue down. Now, obviously, it's got a system where you pull the cord, close it, pull the buckle, get it there, stick the cord inside, cover it with a flap, which is like, practical standard stuff. But then we get to the more interesting thing, and I think I'm not sure, but I think it's a unique feature of this backpack. There isn't any other backpack that I know of that does the same thing, and we're going to see it in a second. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the central front part. Already a zip with an opening with a slight small pouch here. As you can see, I can put my whole forearm, almost all my forearm up to the elbow here. Mainly cards, anything that you need to have access to quickly and easily without having to open the backpack in order to get the contents of your backpack wet. You can have access to that, and obviously it's covered by this flap here. A couple of, obviously these are, the bits that will hold the cover in place. still strapped with that Velcro bit that actually makes it neat and clean. And then you've got two straps here, one that's visible, one that's a bit less visible, that I'll show you later on when I remove these pouches. On each side you can put walking poles, a hatchet, anything that's long that you need to carry with you, you can put there, and obviously the Molle webbing. Now, this is the unique feature here, which is the fact that this bit here opens up as a front panel and will allow you to have access to the contents of your backpack from the back. Obviously, I've got my tent in there just to give it a bit of volume in order to show you all the contents. Obviously, if you just lay it on the ground, look inside. This is the inside panel that will make it a bit less prone to water going inside the backpack, but that I'll show you from the inside. And as you can see, with a tent, a four-person tent, I still have quite a brand new tent, by the way, which I'll make a review later on. I still have quite a decent size on the side here, and then obviously I've got the top up to here, which is a lot of volume that I can fill with equipment. I think that this bit here is one of the most attractive specifics of this backpack that will make people like it. And by the way, you can find this backpack if you look for a website which is Eric, ERIC-collections.com. It's a French veteran who's been wounded in operations, who's running the company that sells these. Obviously you can get them second-hand, but as you can see, this is a second-hand backpack, but it's absolutely fantastic in terms of quality. I think it's been used maybe once. You can get them for something like, I think it's 90 or 100 euros, plus obviously the postage. And it's absolutely fantastic in terms of quality. The guy's name is Mr. Enderlin. If you feel like contacting them and seeing their website, eric-collections.com, sorry, eric-collections.com. So this is the front panel, as I said, two zips. You can keep the zips in the lower part, which is, I think, the most wise solution, because obviously, those flaps are a bit awkward to work with because they're very, very tough. So it makes it a bit harder to work with them if the backpack is not filled to the brim, really. But the moment you've got all your equipment in there, there's no problem whatsoever. Now, I'm going to move on from this bit and I'm going to show you these pouches. At least I'm going to remove one of them. It's not very easy to do because it's not supposed to be done on the move, but I'll see this in a second with you.